Josh Haley back with you on the PrimeTime Sports Network as we get set to go for our fourth game of the day. This is the 9th grade boys national championship semifinal. Bears basketball out of Chicago, Illinois, wearing the black shorts, the camo yellow, gray, and black tops with Bears basketball across the front, the black numbers. Here's a three ball from the right side that's no good. They're taking on the Texas TrailBlazers 2017, coached by Johnny Richard and Kirby Carswell. Bears coached by Leslie Wilson and Vivian Ross. An early foul will be charged to Kyle Burford. Got to see Texas TrailBlazers earlier today. This is our first game of the day, an impressive showing by them, winning 61-40 over the Fort Bend Blazers Dogs. Great game from Adrian Munoz. Munoz there towards the middle, number 5 for the team in black, Texas TrailBlazers. He had 25 points. Got to see Bears basketball yesterday. No secret why they have been able to advance to this stage in the tournament. We've reached the Final Four. Around 80 teams in this 9th grade boys division. And only 4 remain with a chance to crown themselves the national championship. There's Munoz battling inside, and it's finally picked up by Adonis Bell. Quick give off the other way. Ezekiel Berlin has the early 2, and it's 2-0 Bears basketball. Adonis Bell is someone who's going to have a lot of eyes on him in terms of recruiters and collegiate scouts in the near future. This might only be a freshman division, but Adonis Bell playing much bigger than his age. Had a huge game yesterday when we got to see him, and a highlight reel dunk. Long pass the other way. Augustine Inney in there to break it up. And it will stay with Bears basketball. This is our second of 3 national championship semifinals. As the personal there charged to Dylan Miner, his first personal and the second team foul. Then we'll bring you the national championship games from all 3 high school boys divisions, 9th, 10th, and then the 11th, 12th graders combined. Those national championship games will get underway about 3:15 this afternoon. Sure hope you'll be sticking with us for those. Third team foul already for the TrailBlazers. That one's charged to Adrian Munoz, his first. Driving the baseline was Christopher Johnson. He couldn't get the shot to fall. A putback from Bell wouldn't go either. Bell is still up for it. It's tied up. Possession arrow will give it to the TrailBlazers. In their national championship semi earlier, the TrailBlazers actually were down at halftime by 1 point, but they outscored their opponents 33-11 in the second half as Munoz, a spin move on the baseline, going for the basket, and he gets hacked by Lamari Battle. It's the first team foul against the Bears. Munoz will head to the line. He was able to go for 10 free throw attempts in the semifinal game earlier this morning. First one rattles out. Second one rattles out as well. It's a 2-0 lead for the Bears. Three from the corner. just a bit too strong. Rebound comes to Dylan Miner. Here's a three, yes. It's Kyle Burford on the three-pointer. Burford had a good effort in the game earlier today with 8 points. Here's a three from the other corner. Lamari Battle won't get it to go, but the rebound's tipped out to him. He goes in and has it blocked by Augustine Inney. Augustine Inney didn't do a lot of scoring in that first game today for the TrailBlazers, but he was extremely important in a handful of other ways. Great passing ability. He was strong on the defensive end. Another offensive board for the Bears. It's an early 3-2 advantage for the TrailBlazers. Adonis Bell will drive inside, and he'll draw the foul. Already the fourth team foul on the TrailBlazers, and that is huge because that's the second on Munoz. The guy who scored 25 points earlier today to help lift them into this national championship semifinal. Already 2 personals in less than 3.5 minutes, and Adonis Bell will drop the first in. Second one good for Bell. The Bears regain the lead by a point here early. Ezekiel Berlin will pick up the personal there on the floor for the Bears. Second team foul. 16-minute halves are what we play here in the high school age divisions. 5-minute halftime will split up the two. Burford had it stripped away, able to gather it back in, trying to drive inside, and it was stripped by Lamari Battle. Drive in stride and a strong finish. And unsportsmanlike conduct. Technical foul is going to be on Anthony Waite. So Augustine Inney able to hit the second free throw. Driving down low on Adonis Bell. He had 25 points in yesterday's victory when we saw the Bears in the championship bracket quarterfinal move on with a 21-point victory. Foul on the floor was charged to Christopher Johnson, his first personal, and the fourth team foul. Dylan Miner driving. Kick out. Jackson Carswell will nail the three. Had a few of those in that first game, and that seemed to be his spot. Here's a steal. Burford on the take, lays it in. 5 points early for Kyle Burford. Burford's going to get charged with the foul, and that's his second personal. Foul was on the floor, no shot. Three-pointer goes down for Ezekiel Berland. Shot from Inney is off the mark, just a bit too short. Quick outlet pass, spinning in the lane. It was Battle, and he got fouled. Foul will be charged to Ben Long. Long's first personal. 6 team fouls already for the TrailBlazers in this first half. 4 charged against the Bears. Second one won't go down either. Pair of misses for Lamari Battle at the free throw line. Augustine Inney driving in, and he will get fouled. Foul goes against Anthony Waite. That's his second foul. Red table. First one good for Augustine Inney. Both teams in a bit of early foul trouble. 6 for the TrailBlazers, 5 for the Bears. Just 5.5 minutes gone in this first half. Second one missing. Inney was able to get in there and knock the rebound loose. Now he's going to get it back on the baseline and puts it in. Augustine Inney. He's got 4 early points. Lamari Battle battling inside. No. Anthony Waite's putback won't go either. And Aiden Wright, who had just checked in, gets the strong board. Inney goes down hard. Bounce pass underneath, off the glass and in. That's Ben Long. That will go out of bounds and turn it back over.
Mix it up.
Drive inside by Bell, and that one was rejected off the glass by Inney. Driving down the other way, there's the basket for Ben Long again. TrailBlazers are surging forward here as they have upped their lead to 7. Ben Long gets hit with his second personal foul on the floor. 7th team foul. Here's a long three that's just off the mark from Berland. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by the TrailBlazers. Rising up and firing his weight. He scores his second bucket. And a traveling violation. It's whistled against Ben Long. Joshua Jones thought about the three. And they're going to reset everything. So the Bears will re-inbound. Trailing by 5. Here's a three on the left wing. Yes, that goes down for Joshua Jones. Three-pointer from Jones. The Bears are back down to one possession. Bringing the pressure here. Burford's going to try to drive the length of the floor all the way in, and a blocking foul. It's going to go against Jones. First personal on Jones, 6th team foul against the Bears. First one won't go for Burford. Burford gets the second though. He's got 6 points. Driving down low, no, but Adonis Bell is there. Strong in the paint is Adonis Bell. The Bears trail by just 1 now. Augustine Inney whistled for a carry. Turned back over, and the Bears a chance to come back down and take the lead. Driving in, Battle. Floater in the lane with the right hand wouldn't go. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with the Bears, though. So there's just over 6 to play. Timeout on the floor. Just over 6 to go, and it's a 1-point advantage for the TrailBlazers. Back to the action here in this 9th grade boys national championship semifinal. The Bears from Chicago, Illinois. Long trip for them, and they're looking to take home some hardware. It says they are the best in the country when it comes to primetime sports. There's Adonis Bell, and that's going to be just a warning. Adonis Bell gets warned for unsportsmanlike conduct. A little bit of extra talking going on after the play. Adonis Bell has 8 points, though. Long pass. Augustine Inney trying to take Bell into the hole. Can't get it to go. And Inney's going to be whistled for the foul. 8th team foul against the TrailBlazers. Stops in the lane, and the right-handed floater will go down for Christopher Johnson. It's his first basket. 5 different players have scored for the Bears. And there's a foul away from the ball. 9th team foul against the TrailBlazers. Tyreek Rivers on the personal, and another timeout on the floor. It's a 3-point advantage for the Bears as we're just over 5 minutes to play. Primetime Sports, 12 years strong. This national championship is something special. Hundreds of thousands of people have gathered in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Players, coaches, parents, just fans in general, along with staff and crews here to see a national champion crowned. We're going to see 3 of them today here on the Primetime Sports Network. We have one more national championship semi that will get underway at 2 o'clock for the 11th and 12th grade divisions. And then we'll have our first national championship of the day. The 10th grade boys should be quite a matchup. Team Texas Blue, who we just saw in our last game, taking on the San Antonio Tar Heels, who have had an incredible run to the title game. Then the 9th grade championship, which one of these 2 teams will find themselves there. That will tip at 4:30. And a 5:45 tip-off for the 11th, 12th grade boys national title. All of those right here for you on the Primetime Sports Network. So glad you're with us right now, though. These 2 teams fighting for their lives. Here's Adonis Bell. That 3 is too strong. Solid rebound from Kyle Burford. Here's a 3 from Inney, and it bounces over the top of the backboard. Trying to drive into his weight, had it stripped away from Burford. He's going to go coast to coast, and a scoop shot off the glass is good. Kyle Burford with 8 points in this first half. Thinking about the 3 is Lamari Battle. Now down low, Anthony Waite trying to back his man down, and the turnaround shot, he is fouled. Nate Beatty picks up the personal, and that is the 10th team foul on the TrailBlazers, so the Bears will spend the rest of this half benefiting from the double bonus. That free throw will go down. As Innie drove in and couldn't get the shot to go, but the offensive board was there for Tyreek Rivers. The foul charge to Joshua Jones of the Bears, 7th team foul. Tyreek Rivers to the line for the first time. Second one's no good. Rebound is tipped around. Will be controlled by Johnson. Johnson's going to push the pace. A lob up for Bell. Got a little bit of a body out of the way, and Bell is down. Donis Bell hunkered over down on his hands and knees in the floor. Certainly hope that he is up and okay. And good to see Bell get back to his feet. Was a 7-point advantage at one point for the TrailBlazers in this first half, but Bears were able to battle back. Right now they find themselves leading by 1. Adonis Bell a huge part in that. He had 8 points in the early going. Had 25 in the championship opening round game yesterday that the Bears won easily by 21 points. And number 21 will make his way over to his bench, holding on to his midsection. Might have taken an elbow or something to the stomach. Think that he'll be just fine. And it's going to be a 5-second call. Bears couldn't get the inbounds pass. Just under 3 minutes to play. Turnaround jumper in the lane. The foul is going to be whistled against Anthony Waite. And that's Anthony Waite's 3rd personal foul. Second one no good for Tyreek Rivers. Rivers coming back the other end though, poked it away for a moment, but the Bears will regain possession thanks to Patrick Bowman battling for it. Driving inside to the lane and the finish with the right hand off the glass for Johnson. 4 points for Christopher Johnson. Quick pull-up from behind the free throw line won't go for Nate Beatty. Driving in, Anthony Waite off the glass, wouldn't get it to go. Rebound is poked loose. The Bears will keep it. Johnson comes out of the pile with it. Little stutter step in the lane. His shot was way off the mark. It's still loose. And it was thrown away. Aiden Wright was finally able to come away with it for the TrailBlazers, but no one out there to receive his pass. And it will stay with the Bears, who have a 2-point lead. We're under 2 to play. These two playing for a spot in the 9th grade boys Primetime Sports National Championship game. We'll have the coverage for you live here on the Primetime Sports Network. It's man-to-man defense right now for the TrailBlazers as Battle drifts inside and he shuffled his feet before the shot. Augustine Inney buying his time around the perimeter, gets it down inside. There's a shot from the behind over the head by Aiden Wright that wouldn't go, but there to clean it up was Beatty. And a turnover. Bears being careless with their passes. We're tied. The TrailBlazers a chance to retake the lead as we're under 1 minute to play. That was tied up in the air, and it will give possession back to the Bears. Foul on the offensive end against the Bears. That is the 9th team foul. Patrick Bowman picks up his first personal. Both teams now in the double bonus. Trying to get it in bounds. Carswell finally able to get it into Minor, who escaped. Traveling inside, Augustine Inney was trying to hop into the lane and get past a defender. Too many steps. Bears are going to hold for the final shot. Chance to take the lead going into the locker room. If anything, they don't want to find themselves trailing. Johnson dribbling around. He's going to go with 3 seconds. Off the glass, and he got it. That's the way the first half will end. Christopher Johnson with a turnaround jumper. 6 points in the first half for him. And the Bears will take a 2-point lead into the locker room. This is the Primetime Sports Network, and we will have the second half for you live here in about 4 minutes. Stay with us. Josh Haley back with you on the PrimeTime Sports Network. We are ready to go for the second half. There's Munoz. Expected his presence to be felt in this second half. Munoz picked up 2 early personal fouls and had to sit for probably the remaining 8 or 9 minutes, if not more, of that first half. There's Adonis Bell back in too. He got injured and he's making his presence felt on the other end. Took a shot in the stomach earlier. Dylan Miner charged with that foul for the TrailBlazers. That's the first bucket for Adrian Munoz, by the way. And Adonis Bell completes the three-point play. Munoz had 25 in the game. We got to see them yesterday. That shot is off the mark. Spin move in the lane. Turnaround jumper will not go down for Nate Beatty. And a foul whistled after the TrailBlazers were able to corral the offensive board. Foul's going to be against Adonis Bell. That's his second. First team foul against the Bears. Tyreek Rivers, who found his way to the free throw line on 2 occasions in that first half, will go back. He's 2 of 4. First one goes down for Rivers. Innie passed down low to Munoz and had it poked away. Berlin's going to push the issue the other way. Off the glass and in, and the foul. Foul will go against Dylan Miner. That's his third and the second team foul. Berlin can't complete the three-point play as Munoz skies in for the board. Here's Innie trying to drive in. Off the glass and good. Strong drive from Augustine Innie. He's got 6 points. Bears still lead it by 2, though. Driving in is Johnson, and he got fouled. TrailBlazers got into foul trouble early in that first half, and they're already finding themselves in that situation again, and that's the 4th on Miner. Johnson sinks the first free throw. And the second. 8 points for Christopher Johnson. And the Bears bringing the press after the basket. Now they'll let off. Innie, bounce pass underneath. Munoz to the hoop and the foul. That's going to be Adonis Bell. That's his third. Misses the free throw. It's tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Bell. So it'll stay with the Blazers. Munoz driving in strong with the right hand. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, though. Rivers back up. Can't get the shot to go, but it'll go to the line. Foul charge to Battle. One of two at the line goes Rivers. Bell soaring for the rebound. And traveling, that's the second time that Battle has got caught and whistled for the traveling violation. Trailblazers led this game big early. They were up by as many as 7, and the Bears came battling back. They led at halftime by 2. Innie, pass down low to Munoz. Adonis Bell had to really let off with the 3 fouls. Munoz was able to have his way. Third bucket already for Munoz in the first 2.5 minutes of this second half. Remember, he scored 25 in a game yesterday. Earlier today, 25 in the championship bracket final. But foul trouble forced him to the bench for most of that first half. And a timeout on the floor. The Trailblazers retaking the lead by 1. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network. We are your hosts for live coverage of the 2014 National Championships. 9 games today. This is our 4th of the day. We'll have one more National Championship semifinal following this game. That will be the 11th and 12th grade boys division. And then our national championship games get underway. First with the 10th grade boys. 3:15 tip-off between Texas Blue, San Antonio Tar Heels. That should be a good one. Then the 4:30 tip for the 9th grade championship game. These two teams battling for a spot in that one. 5:45 tip-off this evening for our 11th and 12th grade boys national championship games. So great basketball today here at the Duncanville Fieldhouse, one of many sites that play host to the 2014 PrimeTime National Basketball Championships. Bell driving in. Had it tied up for a moment. It came down and out of bounds. Last touch by the Blazers. Driving in with the right hand. Berlin's shot wouldn't fall. Bell, though, another offensive board. Couldn't get it to fall, and Rivers is there for the rebound. Innie's going to push forward. No look pass. He was looking for Rivers, and it overshot him. Terrific semifinal game going on the court next to us as well. Baton Rouge Blazers, who we've already seen a couple of times, looking to work their way into the national championships as Christopher Johnson off the inbounds pass puts it in for 2. He's in double figures with 10. And then a quick foul on the inbounds pass. Lamari Battle gets hit for the personal. That's his 3rd. Bears release the pressure. He had it poked away from him. And will stay with the TrailBlazers. Anthony Waite gets charged with the foul. Fourth team foul, and Mr. Munoz will revisit the free throw line. Strong second half thus far for Adrian Munoz, making his presence felt. He's got 7 points. Tied up at 36. Shot inside off the glass would not fall for Patrick Bowman. And tied up as they go to the ground. Possession arrow will keep it at this end. Good hustle back by Carswell to knock that one away. Could have been a fast break at the other end as a couple of Bears had slipped behind everybody for the TrailBlazers. That shot wouldn't go, and the rebound is there for Nate Beatty. Sloppy turnover at the other end. The easy layup wasn't there for Battle, but Ezekiel Berlin, a good job to follow it up. Ezekiel Berlin has 9 points and a timeout on the floor. 10:30 to play, 38-36 advantage for the Bears. Back to playing here. 5.5 minutes gone in this second half. It's a 2-point advantage for the Bears. Munoz inside, had it stripped away, got it back. Somehow that didn't go down. Loose ball is still loose. Munoz, as he was falling to his back, threw one up that was no good, and Inney's three-pointer is well off the mark. Bears basketball out of Chicago, Illinois went 3-0 in pool play. Winning by 16, 27, and 18 in their pool play games. As a bucket for the Bears there increases their lead to 2 possessions. Inney's going to push the floor. Trying to finger roll with the left hand. Might have been partially deflected. Now he's triple teamed, and timeout will be called so that the TrailBlazers keep possession. 9.5 to play. You're tuned in to the PrimeTime Sports Network. They're going to whistle Lamari Battle for the personal foul. And that is 4 on Lamari Battle. It's the 5th team foul. Carswell will head to the line. Bears basketball got a win this morning in their championship bracket final to advance to this national semi. Won the championship semi yesterday by 12 points. Won by 21 yesterday in the championship quarters. It's a 40-37 lead for the Bears. That shot's off the mark. Strong rebound from Munoz. Munoz looking for some help. Bears pressuring after every basket and miss for at least for a time, and then they'll let off a little bit, but they'll force that first pass to be made at least. There's a quick shot by the Blazers. That's to no avail. Here's Adonis Bell. He's going to drive inside. Wow, got 2 defenders up in the air, and a quick turn the other way and an easy 2. Pretty move from Adonis Bell. Hard to believe he was just a freshman in high school playing against other freshmen 4 months ago. Probably playing varsity somewhere, though, if I was to bet. Nice turnaround by Augustine Inney. He's no slouch himself. He's got 8 points. Inney's going to be whistled for the foul there as Johnson was driving to the hole. Second personal on Augustine Inney and the 4th team foul against the TrailBlazers. They cruise through their pool play, winning all 3 games by double digits. Saw them win this morning in convincing fashion. They won last night by 8 points in the championship bracket semis. Won by 12 yesterday morning in the championship bracket quarterfinals. Shot was contested and wouldn't go for Aiden Wright. Here's a 3 on the other end. Yes. Christopher Johnson with 13. Johnson will pick up the foul immediately after the basket. 6th team foul against the Bears. Munoz had his defender leave. Easy 2 for Munoz as Patrick Bowman was looking right at him and then turned around thinking there might have been a trailer, and it was an easy hold of the lane for Munoz. Big time second half so far for Munoz. Foul's going to be charged to Aiden Wright, his first personal and the 5th team foul, and Adonis Bell will head to the line. Adrian Munoz, who got into foul trouble early in the first half and had to sit for most of that frame, has come out soaring. He's got 9 so far. We're just halfway through this second half. Adonis Bell has 13 on the game. Knocks down the second. Bears bring that pressure again. Innie splitting 2 defenders. Right-handed floater that won't go down for Dylan Miner. Battle trying to push the other way. Bell driving all the way in and an easy 2. Not much anyone can do about that. If there's no help defensively, Bell can blow by pretty much anyone. Here's Munoz on the other end and gets that 2 to go. Munoz in double figures now with 11. Bell trying to set the screen for Johnson, but he backs off. Johnson's going to try to drive in. Let 2 defenders fly by, but couldn't get the shot to fall. And now 3 defenders hanging around Kyle Burford. Burford able to throw it off one of them, though, and the TrailBlazers will keep possession, but it's been tough for them to get it across the timeline. The Bears have really brought the pressure. Looking for some help. Innie comes back to receive the pass. Innie's going to drive all the way in. Spin move up and under. Pretty finish from Augustine Innie, and the lead back down to 1 possession. Innie with 10 points. Long 3 for Adonis Bell. (19) for Adonis Bell. Augustine Innie on the other end, a step inside the arc. His shot won't go. Berlin trying for the rebound, and it last touched him. It will stay with the TrailBlazers. A big break for them to keep possession. Six-point advantage is the largest it's been. Innie rises and fires and scores. 12 for Augustine Innie as the lead back down to 4. Berlin nearly lost that out of bounds. He saved it, but the TrailBlazers come away with it. Burford pass down the floor. Nice. Oh, he shuffled his feet. It was a good idea by Ben Long. He pump faked. Adonis Bell flew by. But Long shuffled his feet. Tough break. Just over 5 to play. Winner goes to a national championship game. Loser will head to the 3rd place game. Pretty good consolation prize, though, to say you finished 3rd in a group of about 80 teams from across the country. Here's a 3 from Berlin. Yes! Second 3-pointer from Ezekiel Berlin, who now has 12. And the lead is at its largest of this second half. 7 for the Bears. And a foul whistled. That could be against Bell. Now check that. It will go against Lamari Battle. That's 4 on Battle. 7th team foul against the Bears. And the game just went final in the other semifinal. It will be CMB Assault that will advance. Baton Rouge Blazers go down. So CMB Assault will be playing one of these two in the national championship game that we will have live here for you on the PrimeTime Sports Network later this afternoon. One more national championship semifinal following this game before we get the national championship games underway. The first one will be the 10th grade boys. Team Texas Blue against the San Antonio Tar Heels, and it should be a great one. Long 3 from Ezekiel Berland again. 15 for Berland. Foul's going to be charged to Christopher Johnson. Augustine into the line to shoot 2 for the TrailBlazers and trailing by 10. They've got to have these. Under 4 minutes to play. First is good for Any, who now has 13. Reminder, the next game coming up is 11th, 12th grade boys national championship semifinal. Scheduled tip-off for 2 o'clock, but there's no way that's going to happen. Should get going shortly thereafter, though, pending we don't have an extra period here.
This is the final 4. This is the final 4. Final 4. Final 4. We get officials like this. We should be playing. The players should be playing.
Foul went against Corvon Houston. Or check that, Aiden Wright on the personal. And that will be the 3rd on Munoz. Johnson finally able to find someone inbound to. It's Houston that received it. 3 from Berland. Might have been a little heat check there as he had hit 2 in a row. Won't go. Loose ball on the floor. Jump ball, and it will come back to the TrailBlazers. Augustine Any beating everyone down the floor, and Johnson tripped him up. Didn't look intentional, but Any will head to the line as they're in the bonus. That's the 4th on Johnson. Innie has been pretty good from the free throw line, 5 of 5 now. Misses that one. Bears trailed this game by as many as 7 in the first half, came charging back. They led by 2 at the break. And just over the last few minutes have been able to pull up by as many as 10. Lead at 7 now. It was nearly turned over. It will stay with the Bears. CMB Assault, the team awaiting the winner of these two for a national championship in the 9th grade boys division. Here's Adonis Bell driving in, and it's tied up. It'll stay with the Bears. Pass in, lost out of bounds, and we'll come back to the Blazers. They're going to need a few like that to go their way. Official blowing the whistle. They hadn't signaled for play to resume yet. Innie had it poked away from behind, but he'll keep possession. Picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Able to get it to Berland. Berland's going to drive in, go off the glass, just wouldn't go. Strong board for the Bears. It was Corvon Houston who came down with it. And a steal by Berland. Berland whistled for the foul as he had it taken away. Kyle Burford take a trip to the line. Important free throws, a chance to get it down to a 2-possession game. First one good for Kyle Burford. Second one off the heel, no good. Johnson with the rebound. He's going to pull up. That might have been ill-advised. Offensive rebound, though, by Joshua Jones. Now it's loose. Burford's going to come away with it. Driving down the other way, nearly lost it out of bounds. He'll hold it, and it goes off his foot. It was stripped away from behind. Nice defensive play there by Patrick Bowman. We'll see if the Bears try to work some clock here. Going to have to get it across half court. Nearly stolen. Bell's going to try to drive inside, and his 2 goes down. 21 for Adonis Bell. Munoz down low. Gets past Bell, and the foul. It's going to be the 4th personal on Adonis Bell. Munoz got his own board. Nobody was paying attention, and he gets fouled again, and Bell is gone. Is that 5 on? It's only 4 on Bell. Munoz, though, with his bucket, able to cut it to a 2-possession game, and the TrailBlazers will pressure.
We need a count. We need a count.
Hoping for the steal are the TrailBlazers before they're forced to foul and put the Bears at the line. Head coach Johnny Richard calling for the foul now, and they finally get it. Christopher Johnson to the line, shooting 2. First one off the mark.
Double 21. Kyle, you got to shoot.
Second one no good either. Berlin with the rebound. Poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the TrailBlazers as we're just under a minute to play. 5-point deficit for them. These two teams battling for a national championship spot. Innie kicks it out. 3-ball on the way from Beatty is off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound to Battle, and he gets fouled. It's Kyle Burford that picks up the personal. And Burford is retired. Battle no good on the first. TrailBlazers still have life, trailing by just 2 possessions. Second one no good either. Not doing themselves any favors here. Innie pass down low to Munoz, the layup and the foul. And Adonis Bell is gone. That is absolutely huge if this game ends up going to an extra frame. They certainly need him down the stretch here on the offensive end. And how about Adrian Munoz? Adonis Bell picked up 3 of those fouls just over the last minute and a half. And they were all courtesy of Munoz drawing them. 15 points for Adrian Munoz, all of them here in the second half. Free throw is good, and it's a 2-point game. 41 seconds to play. That is an eternity. And a timeout on the floor. Both coaches are going to talk things over with their teams. The PrimeTime Sports National Championship is what's on the line for them. They're trying to get into that illustrious game and win it. 12 years strong is the PrimeTime Sports brand. Over 830 teams making their way to this national championship site in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, all seeking one thing. One thing's for sure, neither of these two teams have anything to hang their heads about just for making it this far, although they're not going to be pleased with the outcome if they're on the losing end. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. Both teams in the double bonus. So that's important to note. No fouls to give for either side. Battle to inbound. Pressure being put on Johnson. Trying to get it up the floor. Easily beats the 10-second call. Bears trying to work some clock here, and the foul will be committed by Nate Beatty. First one goes down. 14 for Christopher Johnson. If he can get this one, he'll give his team a 2-possession cushion. Johnson cool under pressure. 15 for the game. TrailBlazers don't need a 3 by any means. Just need to do something quickly. Driving all the way in is Minor. His shot wouldn't go. And the foul committed as soon as the Bears were able to secure the rebound. It's going to go against Adrian Munoz, and I believe that's his 4th. No. That is 5. Munoz is gone. Heck of an effort from Adrian Munoz. 16 points for him, all of them in the second half. Johnson back to the line. True on the first. Christopher Johnson has 10 points here in the second half, 16 for the game. Got them both. If you're tuning in to see the National Championship semifinal in the 11th, 12th grade boys division, we'll have that coming up for you shortly. This game running a little long, but stick with us here. That one tipped out. Beatty's able to chase it down. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by the Bears. And perhaps one final foul committed. Dylan Minor. He is fouled out as well. And Lamari Battle will head to the free throw line. Second one good for Battle as well. Not that it matters. The only thing important is that Bears basketball has booked their trip into the National Championship game. We will have that for you live here on the PrimeTime Sports Network. 65-57, your final score. You can expect tip-off for that game probably to be running a little bit late, but it is a scheduled tip for 4:30. CMB Assault taking on Bears basketball for the 9th grade boys national title. Final scoring totals in this one for the TrailBlazers. Leading the way was Adrian Munoz with 16, all in the second half. Augustine Inney with a good game. He turned in 15 points. 9 for Kyle Burford. 6 points for Ben Long. 4 for Tyreek Rivers. 3 for Jackson Carswell. 2 points for Nate Beatty. For Bears basketball, 21 points for Adonis Bell, a team high. Christopher Johnson finished with 17, including 11 in the second half. Ezekiel Berlin had 15 of his own. 10 of those came in the second frame. 5 points for Anthony Waite, 4 points for Lamari Battle, and 3 points for Joshua Jones. Our next game coming up, the 11th and 12th grade boys national championship semifinal. Hope you'll stick around for that one. Steve Braun will have the call. Until then, I'm Josh Haley. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network.